guys, so it's almost Valentine's Day, the day of love. I can just see like hearts like popping up everywhere. Heart, 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 heart. This is Anton, and he is my makeup artist here at Tia Mowry's Quick Fix. You guys are always asking about my makeup routine, and I think one of the biggest questions is how I get my Tia glow, right? I don't have this glow just because I'm pregnant, okay? It's because of this guy here. So I'm so excited to share with you guys my secrets.
We're gonna do some of my little like Tia basics, but we're gonna sort of transition them into like some sexy Valentine's Day looks.
I like that.
Yes.
You know what also I love about Anton is he was the one that actually taught me that you don't necessarily have to buy expensive products to look expensive.
I am a drugstore junkie. I'm not even gonna lie. I love my prestige makeup products too, but there is a plethora of really, really great products in the drugstore.
Being a black girl, I think a lot of girls out there can relate. We have a hard time finding the right foundation for us. Even on Sister Sister, I remember my sister, we had a makeup artist come in, it was the first time, and I literally looked like an Oompa Loompa. You know how the Oompa Loompa, they have like orange.
You were like salmon colored.
It was terrible. I remember crying, so.
I've heard this before.
Yeah.
Finding the perfect foundation for anyone is tricky, but for you, I happen to love MAC. I just feel like it works really, really well. This is the Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation for MAC. And this is the NC44. I actually just used one color. So I can go
swimming with this?
Yes, you could go scuba diving, swimming. I actually just use one color because I use a couple different concealers.
When you just tend to use one color for the foundation, it just goes flat. So you kind of have to use different types of tones and colors to give it some sort of texture and depth, I guess.
Exactly. It's just a little custom MAC palette that I made, but on Tia I use NC42 and NC45. This is the Studio Finish Concealer. You know, I'll start with this lighter color here.
Okay.
And I sort of use this under your eye on top of your cheekbone, and then I'll actually start to mix these guys together.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so you're getting like a multi-tonal situation happening, and between these two and the foundation, you have three colors that are kind of communicating with each other. With that foundation, I always mix skincare into it. I put a few drops of essential oil into it. Sometimes I'll use an illuminator. Oh, the glow, we're gonna get there. What it does is it cuts down the amount of coverage. So it actually turns it into almost like a full coverage tinted moisturizer.
And that's why it looks like my natural skin.
Exactly. This is a strobing liquid. This is the number 300. This is deep gold. When
he does my makeup, I don't have to do any airbrushing at all on my photos. He just has my skin just looking so smooth and glowy, and this is like a part of the process. This is why, I mean, especially when I get those angles, you know, in the light.
Well, girl, you can take a selfie like nobody I know.
Maybe that should be my next, my video on how to take a selfie.
I would so. The highlighting is one of those things that you have to just take a little bit of time with it. You have to have a little bit of a base of a foundation or some concealer. You can't just really put it on your bare skin, because when your skin looks nice and smooth and you get that strobing liquid on there, it just gives you this really beautiful.
I mean, it's all about the highlighter, honey. All about the highlighter, hunty.
Less is more. I'm literally like taking a tiny bit, wiping off the excess, and then I'm going in. I like a fluffy brush like this, but beauty blenders are great for this as well. I love me a beauty blender. Just gonna set this a little bit with powder. I'm gonna use a mineral powder from MAC. This is medium tan. I'm literally using a super fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna really gently just put a little bit of powder because we want it to last. And you know I'm gonna hit it again with another highlighter. So, powder's important. You don't want to overuse it, but you know, you gotta set your makeup a little bit. How about a little gentle contouring?
All right, let's do it. Yes. How important is contouring?
It can be overrated on some levels.
Okay.
I think sometimes people take it a little bit too seriously. I'm not mad at a good I love a contour, but I think people will concentrate all their makeup on the contour.
Got it.
And I don't really think that's, I'm more into the highlighting.
Got it.
Highlight is the new contour. I like to use something warmer. This is a Guerlain bronzer that I love. This is 07.
Okay.
And it's great, great, great on darker skin.
Okay. So how do you know where to put it?
You said you want to work underneath the cheekbone, but this is a really great way to remember. This is the E3 trick.
Okay, what is that?
So you make an E on one side of your face.
Okay.
And then you make a 3 on the other.
So it's E3.
Exactly. So that's temple to underneath the cheekbones to underneath the jawline.
Oh my gosh, I missed that. I missed that step. I missed the jawline.
When that product is nice and diffused, which is one thing you said you like about how I do your makeup, it's gonna look more natural and it's gonna look just, you know, gorgeous. So this is one of my fave products. This is Charlotte Tilbury Love. And these are really cool. You got your like bronzy contoury color on the outside and then your lighter blush color on the inside. So I'm kind of sweeping the outside. I wanna get a little bit of the darker color. And we're gonna start and kind of just go over the bronzer that we already did. But these are beautiful because they're super illuminating. So as you can see, you're already getting a little bit more of that kind of bronziness. That's
so cool.
This one in particular has almost a little bit of a plumminess to it. So then the color that's in the center, I'm just gonna really kind of concentrate my brush there.
This is when I do that face.
Well, now I need you to do like a cheesy yearbook smile. Yeah, because I'm gonna concentrate the light color just right on the apples of your cheeks there.
Oh man.
So it's cool because you kind of get 2 products in one with this. So you get that nice little kind of pink tone right on the apples of the cheeks, and then you sweep that darker color out. So I love this product. It's by Laura Geller. It's called Gilded Honey, and this is really like...
the queen of all the highlighters?
Yeah, especially for you. It's perfect. This is amazing on darker skin because it has that really pretty goldeny tone in it. So with this, you want to put this right on top of the cheekbones. So contour was here, blush is more in the middle here, and this is going on top. So what this is doing is it's just bringing the higher planes of your face forward. Yes. So when we did our little E3 technique, the bronzer is higher up around the hairline, but then you can kind of highlight this whole area right above the eyebrow and then on top of the cheekbone.
There's like a method to all of this.
Well, yeah, I mean, it takes a little bit of practice, but it's totally doable. This same highlighter, this is gonna kick off your eye makeup a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So we're just gonna pack this under the brow, and I'm gonna go a little heavier than on your cheekbones because, you know, we want that brow highlight to just be poppin'. I'm gonna go on top of that with an eyeshadow from MAC. This is called Woodwinked. It's just a really pretty kind of neutral, I love this. And I'm just gonna kind of place this all over the lid, and I kind of just take it up a little bit into your crease.
Okay.
You got a lot of real estate here, so.
I know, that's what I hear. A lot of makeup artists are like, oh my gosh, I love doing your eyes because you have such big eyelids.
Yeah, you have space. It's like super fun.
Wait, I have a question. So would you go darker with the crease?
Yes.
Or got it. Okay.
I mean, you don't have to go super dark. I'm really glad you asked that because what I'm gonna use is fairly neutral, but you're gonna start to see that definition. So when we do the softer, like you said, the natural eyes that are like super duper finished, that's what this crease color is all about. This is the Warm Neutral palette from MAC, and they have really, really great colors. This is Saddle eyeshadow, and what I'm gonna do, tilt your chin up just a little bit. I'm actually just kind of lifting her brow ever so slightly because you want to get that crease color underneath the brow bone here.
So matte in the crease and shimmer on the eyelid.
Shimmer on the eyelid, you could do shimmer under the brow, but that matte color in the crease just gives you that extra dimension. I'm a big fan of underneath eye makeup.
Yes.
Yes.
I love that.
I love that. I love that. Look up all the way. So I'm taking that same neutral brown Saddle and I'm using this underneath. And don't be afraid to kind of really bring it down a little bit. So this whole sort of lower lid, you could fill in with this neutral brown because we're gonna build it up with some eyeliners. This is called Brown from Sicily. I love this. It's like a shimmering, gorgeous brown.
Okay.
And this is a cool product because it actually has a little smudger on the other end.
That's so cool.
We love that. So I'm gonna have you look up all the way. I'm placing this kind of in between your lash line because we still have one more step after this. Don't think I'm not gonna get some black eyeliner in there.
I wanna know, what is the best? Oh, that's Maybelline.
It sure is. This is Maybelline Lasting Drama Black Eyeliner. This is Sleek Onyx. What I'm doing is I'm going on the inside of Tia's eye here, and I'm just really being generous with this product. I'm really pushing it in between the lashes. So I'm gonna take the brush that I use to apply the shadow. I'm just gonna go right against the lash line, and I'm gonna just sort of blend that right into the eyeliner and the eyeshadow that we previously did. I'm gonna move to the top liner now, and one trick that I think is hysterical because I just like torturing people. If you want, you can kind of go back over the waterline of your eye one more time, and then T, I'm gonna have you squeeze your eyes together. Squeeze! Yes. So what that does is it actually, I'm sure you've noticed when you do any kind of eyeliner underneath, you might see like little spaces of skin where you can't get the product in there. This actually just pushes the product where you want it, and it looks really, really flawless and just jet black. So I'm gonna use the same pencil, and I am building a line on top here.
Are you like literally on my lashes right now?
I'm like in your lashes, and then I'm kind of pulling it up. Because I don't want the line to necessarily be perfect. I'm just gonna kind of almost smudge the liner to thicken the line. It's gonna blend it, and it's gonna just really push it in between the lashes so we don't see any space. We're almost done. We just need a little mascara, right?
Yeah.
This is my fave.
This kind of mascara?
Yes.
Because I have a problem with like clumping my mascara. How do you stay away from that?
This is L'Oreal Voluminous. This is literally my fave.
Okay.
It doesn't flake, it doesn't move. I love it so much. And I'm glad you said that, because what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take this on a paper towel.
No.
And I'm gonna just take a little bit of the excess off.
That's what you do.
That is a really common makeup artist trick.
Yeah, because there's all the clump right there.
Yeah, and you don't necessarily need that much product.
Well, that's what I think. I think in order to get my lashes to look, you know, big and full, I have to put on a lot.
Yeah, no.
But so you're saying no?
No,
oh,
no.
Okay.
It's not necessarily like that. It's just like hair product. You want to get it on both sides, so I like to just push the brush to the base of the lashes and then really move it back and forth, and then it just coats the lashes. I know you've done your mascara, I mean, not necessarily you, but people in general, and there's like product on one side and you could like see your bare lashes on the other side.
Well,
okay, so you have done that.
Yeah.
So a little mascara underneath, of course. I like the side of the brush for this.
Is it so that you don't put too much on?
Exactly. You can use the side and then kind of like the angle here to get as much product on without getting it. Exactly. So now that we finished the mascara and the eyes are pretty much just done, we need some false lashes.
Okay.
'Cause it's Valentine's Day.
Hello.
Hello.
I mean, there's gonna be a lot of batting of the eyes.
Yeah. These are Ardell Wispies.
Okay.
These are available in drugstores. I mean, I love these. And they're fluttery and they kind of crisscross, so they look like a full set of natural lashes.
I like that you used black glue too, as opposed to white.
If you're doing the black liner, I say go for the black glue, because it's gonna really, it just bumps up the smoky eye a little bit more.
Enhances it.
And the easiest way to get them on is to let the glue set. I like to apply them with tweezers also. I just feel like you get a little bit of a better grip. I like to place the middle down and then the inside corner, and then you can kind of follow the lash line. Like so. Yes. We love all lip colors.
Yes, we do. I'm not afraid to try all types.
No, I love a bold lip on you. We're gonna go a little bit more neutral, but we're gonna keep it like juicy and hydrated.
Yes.
So we're gonna use two of the same product.
Okay.
These are actually Revlon. These are the best. This darker shade is amazing on deeper skin tones. It's called Koi. I love this. So I'm gonna use this. I'm kind of gonna fill in a little bit because I want you to have a little bit of a lip, but I'm almost gonna use it more as a liner. So this is actually like a moisturizing lacquer balm.
That's what I love.
Yeah, so it has a lot of color. There's like a mintiness to it.
Yeah.
I love it, I love it. And it's just gonna be really hydrating, but it has a really nice color payoff. So I'm gonna pair this with another color called Demure. Paired with the darker one, it just makes for a really, really beautiful, like pinkish brown. So I'm going over the entire lip, including the edges where I kind of lined, and then I'm filling in the center.
It's so moisturizing. Yeah. Like it almost feels like a lip balm, but it's giving off this color that's gonna stay.
I love it. Oh my God, you are Valentine's Day ready!
Yay! Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Anton, for just sharing your secrets. And I want to say happy Valentine's Day to you guys. I hope you get loads of hugs, kisses, and candy. Make sure you guys subscribe subscribe, and I'll see you next week.